And them not drink, them want to see us shrinking. Them not gonna see it. Oh, no, I not carry no hate. You know I really got to get things straight. Them not clean now. Missy said them not clean. No, me say back out with your carnal mind. Move back with your heart full of fever. I for a reason. Me say go down. Who I wish bad for right. Move down. You can't stop Rasta people now. I chant for a reason. Hey, them a fight me. I can feel it. Some of them say them a spite me. I can feel it. Chewy and them nah link. And Chewy and them not drink. Them want to see us shrinking. Them not see it. Oh no. Nothing where them try it just not work. No powers higher than Rastafari, not above, not below, neither on this earth. Them trying to make it difficult for I. Little did they know Rastafari will carry I through. Yeah. For the darkest part of the night, yeah. It's just when King Rastafari gonna shine his light. Yeah. Them a fight me. I can feel it. Some of them say them a spite me. I can feel it. Chewy and them nah link. And Chewy and them nah drink. Them want to see us shrinking. Them nah go see it. No.
Yes. Whoa. Nothing in this.
Pull it up, selector. Pull it up, selector. I Lego this now one.
Yes. Whoa. Nothing in this world is new to I. Enough man come and speak the truth and die. Just because a world that is built on lie. For their own rights, them get crucified. Nevertheless, someone will have to stand up for the truth. That justice be given and equality for every man. No fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh. No fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh. I hear them talking of democracy and rights for humanity. Yet they are so prejudiced and they show so much brutality. One side in a poverty, the next side in a luxury. Cost of living take control. Politics and religion garnet them soul. But someone will have to stand up for the truth. That justice be given and equality for every man. No fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh. No fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh. None of them strategies, none of them philosophies, my ideologies, we don't need them. For we have now created our own way. Got no time to linger, it's a new day. For the wicked man, it a go drastic. For the wickedness where them a practice. In a them fantasy world, fantastic. Them a go burn away like plastic. Oh. Someone will have to stand up for the truth. That justice be given and equality for every man. One side in a poverty, the next side in a luxury. Cost of living take control. Politics and religion garnet them soul. But someone will have to stand up for the the truth that justice be given and equality for every man. No fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh. No fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh. Ah, yes. Whoa. No fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh. No fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh. Ah, yes. No fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh.
Pull it up, selector. Pull it up, selector. I Lego this your one now.
To see you're leaving, still I must go on living. You don't say it, say you're just not sorry. So I must fear my sorrow today, but come tomorrow. Don't say it, don't say you're sorry, for I won't cry. I feel it, but hey, I take it just like you give. I won't cry, I feel it, but hey, I take it just like you give it. Say my feelings are so strong, but if you got to go, just run along, because you never loved the man, girl. I say you never loved the man, no. And look how we sit down and plan. Now that you got your satisfaction, hey, you trick the man, girl, you really diss the man. But I won't cry, I feel it, but hey, I take it just like you give it. I won't cry, I feel it, but hey, I take it just like you give it. Always remember, stay the way you are, for I won't change, no, no. You're not staying, you must be gone. I must be strong and carry on, a Rasta man. I won't cry, I feel it, but hey, I take it just like you give it. I won't cry, I feel it, but hey, I take it just like you give it. Just like you give it. Rastafari. Say man, now we face the struggle and now we feel the pain. Out there on the battle in Selassie, I ain't it. Rastafari. Rastafari. Say man, now we face the struggle and now we feel the pain. Out there on the battle in Selassie I name. Can't believe how they
Non-stopping, hot rocking, back-to-back music, the hits just keep coming.
Why?
Read him up.
Murderers!
Rastafari. Say man, now we face the struggle and now we feel the pain. Out there on the battle in Selassie I name. Can't believe how them where did talk about William. Confess and come and look a right on the train. Give them a test run, but them do just the same. Try to bring down Rastafari to shame. Do the energy no drain, standard remain. Rastafari me a figure to them playing. Them a vampire. Tell me why you're fighting against fire. Vampire. Tell me why you're fighting. You got to go. Kid man a flex like raw. You got to go. All brute them. Don't know si say them no love Rasta you them. Too radical them can't dilute them. You and your wicked friend want come shoot them. Spread propaganda and I try persecute them. Me have to trample you under me boot them. Me have to conquer you now with the truth them. Rastafari, why? Vampire. Tell me why you're fighting against fire. Vampire. Tell me why you're fighting. You got to go. Wicked man a flex like raw. You got to go. I knew it. Would have become to this boy. Yes, I knew it. Would have become to this, yeah. But wicked man a money can't turn good man a evening. Boy. Devil a money can't turn angel a evening. Boy. Say if your heart not clean, you can't shut it on the righteous sin. Say if your hands not clean, say you know, say you just can't come in. Vampire, tell me why you're fighting against fire. Vampire, tell me why you're fighting against fire. You got to go, you got to go. Wicked man a flex like God.
Read him up.
Murderers!
Things get rough, Rasta work it out for them. Never give up, Rasta work it out again. Whoa, Rasta work it out again. Why? 7 children must be free. Won't be ruled by your philosophy. Looking away for themselves, say them not stay down forever. Whoa, say they're tired of the valley, tired of the system where you keep them in a poverty. Them now wait for no help, say they're moving forward. Whoa, for their right, be not silent. Their voices must be heard. Truth and right must be lifted and injustice be erased. For their rights, be not silent. Their voices must be heard. Truth and right must be lifted and injustice be erased. Babylon walk on them like feed up on them flesh, on them back them plow. Drink them blood, them a vampire. Kill them for them love, enslave them for them love, colonize them for them love, brutalize them for their silent, their voices must be heard. Truths and rights must be lifted and injustice be erased. For their rights be not silent, their voices must be heard. Truths and rights must be lifted and injustice be erased. How much more can they take? Why? Babylon, your kingdom is at stake. Yeah. You know those chains ain't gonna break. Whoa, earthquake, the whole place gonna shake. Whoa. So hold firm, get ready. The table's gonna turn. Stand up for what you are. Stand up for your aim. Stand up and declare your claim. For your rights, be not silent. Your voices must be heard.
Greetings, I show that man. Every time, this station, when it come to culture, reasoning and understanding, are we, this station. Yes, so that was the brother Rasta Chesedek. If you never know, you know now. And if you couldn't know, because you did hear him boss on this platform. You understand? We boss artists and we boss culture, and we not change from that. It's just that some people them interfere and continue to say that we break rules. I mean, no. A long time we there, you know. But since we are shock out and sting when it comes to cultural expression, and other DJs them can't find the solution, figure it out what principle does do. You know? That's my take. But yeah, we still there. Yesterday we there upon an expression, and today we want to come back on it because we want to make people understand. So when I talk out we rocks to one head, talk back, you know? We talk facts. And when it comes to this British King James thing, you know? This colonial thing, we not play about with it, you understand? Because we not work for nobody but ourselves. You understand? So yesterday me leaving one of the thing where we say when I can look and recognize that the name was changed. And I have to just follow the Roman Catholic and ask Christian what's with the name change? Who changed the name? The mother of the child never changed the name. You know? So how you could change the name? But you see, people, again, it's all about recognizing, you know. And then since we are in a country that have so much institutions and so much libraries and so much research centers, you know, that has been open to us over some time now. We have to go back to the 17th century and say, well, you know, then you find out so that the J was established then, you know, and you need to know that the origin of what we call English came out of the thing with Germans. But not leaving that aside, you know, you have to look at the name, you see, the name. And when you go back now and you read what the British scholars, European scholars has put out there, who I work with, yes, we work with Arabic. Yeah, don't get vexed already. You're too quick for that, man. Right? We work with Swahili, and we work with Amharic, and we work with Hebrew. Oh my God, that's a lot of things, you know. What did I say? Oh my God. Oh, that's how the people I'm talking. Okay. So these Europeans, them, especially the British, them and the Americans, and the Canadians, them sprinkle something called Greek in the talking. And for the life of me, I've never heard, even at college, we never hear anyone in the auditorium say to the lecturer, where does these Greeks come in? You see, where does these Greeks come in? So they take the thing way away from Africa, way from the continent. So they say, where does these Greeks come in? And that's why our historians that deal with Kemet, they always running up. Because, some Greeks was allowed into Kemet and they learn. Them learn there. They were educated there. And, that was marvelous, It's not just me I said that, but they actually learned things there. So, when you look at the language, in terms of the area, that all these things are meant to have been happening. It has nothing to do with Caucasians, But them filter themselves in there somehow. See? Because 90% of everything them are right about other people. And other people are people of color. You see, these Caucasians, they're always telling other people's life story, their history, according to them. So, we have Amharic, and we have Arabic, and we have Swahili. But the people told the world that the authentic scripts and so forth have gone. They have been lost. A better way of saying, here what happened, we don't want those peoples to be acknowledged. And then they refer, with references, they refer people to the Greek. I'm saying to anyone who comes, are in contact with people that all of a sudden them just say the Greek, say, okay, I hear you. Now give me some Greek translation. And before you do that, where did the Greek come in? Where did they fit in? Where did they get these manuscripts? Are you trying to say that they translated from, they had access to some manuscripts, and the only manuscripts that you have access to right now to be some form of authentic is Greek? Yeah, we have to do that if we really want to find out something from these people. It ain't gonna turn things around to say, well, wow, because not the whole world would have that. But then you have to remember the Inquisitions, and then you have to remember these people that run across Palestine and slayed so much hundreds of thousands of people, because they wanted everything to be unified in their way. But one place that never got slaughtered and was Abyssinia. But we'll come back to Abyssinia another day and time. You see? So, when you work with a name, Yeshua, you go to Amharic, Swahili, and Hebrew. But the only reason Swahili is in there is because those people, during that time, it is said, that's the title they knew of. But the language is Amharic, Arabic, and Hebrew. So we have Yeshua. Yeah. And the Arabic there is Bedouin. Why we say Bedouin is the accent. Okay, you know, different twangs and tones. Okay, very important, you know, very important. And there's nothing talking about no Israel, a landmass. Israel here is talking about Jacob, the father. Huh? Jacob, what we call Jacob is Jacob, Israel. Israel is not and has never not been, ever been, a landmass. It's the title of myself, the man. So you see, when you deal with this J thing, there's lots of titles that need to be pushed aside. You know, like Judea, Jeremiah. There's a whole heap. But then you know what that does to some people? That swell the head. And because theological education and all the schooling that we've received, that's what we were told. So to know at whatever age, turn around and say, wow. Yeah, I say, well, the people them know why them do that, man. And that's when it's to deal with Caucasian theories and so forth. That's how we speak and that's how we react. But if it was us or something to do with us, and one of our scholars or somebody or some persons said X and Y, we would discredit them and move on. Because we was never educated to know that African people are intellectual people, are scholars, archaeologists, etc. It wasn't there. So to get someone like me now, a layman, I say X, Z, and Y, them say, cha, I'm a chatbot. Trying to be important for a second. That's one of my terms, you know. And then others out there, they want Google. Google happen to be the encyclopedia, which it is, of everything. And if them don't get it up on Google in a haste, there's something wrong. Because if it comes up in a hurry, just bang, one hit, them say, yeah, man, authentic. Google, you understand? Even Facebook. Yeah. So I just told you that when you think about Israel, you have to think about Jacob. And you must not think about Israel as a landmass as to what them trying to make you see and work with today. And that's another conversation. That's deep too. Because African people should be asking themselves, so wait a minute, what happened to the Flashes? What happened to the Ethiopians, the Abyssinians? And then you would take a deep breath and say, boy. But then a lot of black people don't want to be an Israelite, not Jew, Israelite, because the way they're being perceived and the way Farrakhan and others have been speaking about such names. Because you have to ask yourself, who am I referring to, you know? It made the people, it made those European people extraordinarily famous. You understand? Because there need to be a definition. The definition between our people and these and those people that he mainly speaks about. Because all of a sudden, he make them popular. Anybody who dispute that, sit back and go rewind his lecturer or his lectures. See, he made them popular. Extraordinarily and extremely popular in America. I him do that. You can't tell me, say, me I work against the man. I him out do that. But I know from school, Ethiopian, Bunny Israel. And that's way, 60 years before Islam come anywhere around me. So let's not fool ourselves. Yeah, so I say 60, you know. I say 16 or 6. So, where I work with this J, all this J gone. 17th century, this thing came on the scene. Now, the personality of Yeshua, Isa alayhi salam, is what the world, excluding Muslims, doesn't know. And really, they would like to know, because there's some nitbits up there that alludes to some characterization of that individual. And it's kind of like little highlights here and highlights there, and then the person turns around and says that Jesus is love. And me, myself personally, with a teacher I had before, we're always wondering why people always are saying, why they always say that. They're not telling nothing about his attributes. Them they say, Jesus is love. Whether them get cornered or not, that's it. And that stops everything right there, because, you know, people want them say love. And he, she who's not thinking of a relationship, they're just there. Them say, yeah, that's nice. You know, my Lord is all about love. And that sorts whatever it is that was going on out. But our teacher always asks us, why do they say that? Why did they just go there? Jesus is love. They can't tell you nothing significant about Isa, Yeshua's life. And not the life that he actually was able to live, but his duty. Because he was sent to this earth for reasons. And that's important. Again, now I said that, my brain just says that the tampers of the book always ask people not to go to the old, but let's go stay with the new, because the old is finished. But in today, in the 19th, 20th century, the people them always I try to tell you so that them can find Yeshua, Christ, in the Old Testament as well. And then you think to yourself, wait a minute, where you get that from? Pray, let's read that, man. Point us in that direction. So now you have a remarkable thing where them use the word Emmanuel. And them hook, line, and sink people that Emmanuel is the Lord with us. And he's immortal. Now, when you come out and listen to theologians, then they will all wrap that up, because they're unified, you know. They all wrap that up and show you now that Jesus is God. He's the Son, and he's also God. and the Holy Spirit anoints him. So he's the one. And then another one jumps out of that and said the Alpha and Omega. And you think like, wait a minute, where are these people going? But because they're all unified in that. And then somewhere up there in the 60s, them dashed that Trinitarian thing out of the book. You know, every so many years, they would do a tweaking here and a tweaking there. And this is meant to be God's words. This is God speaking to mankind on this earth, the different nations and tribes, as he see fit. But no, these are people who say, yo, we need to change this and change that, and remove this and add this and so forth. And as I grew older and older, they actually said that they have come of age. So these dark age theories and so forth, there's no need for it anymore. And I saw Caucasian people, them, moderate themselves, they think. And other people follow. And the other people really is us. Because we don't know better. We don't really accept, but we follow because we don't know better. We haven't got anything better. And all we were still looking for was something to satisfy our souls. Because, you see, we haven't learned what freedom is. Because remember, we are the children of the slave. We are the children of the captured people. Trying to find ourselves. It's no point people turn around and say, boy, I'm British, because you don't have no culture in England. Them just keep trying to give you something and you give yourself something. And then you run out of ideas. Not you, we run out of ideas. But the one thing we hold on to, we continue to hold on to, is because we want God in our life. We hold on to this biblical thing. And then we behave like we can't trust ourselves to search. But my grandparents raised me to search. Not for what I haven't put down, but to search to satisfy my soul. So that I can have contentment in life. It took me decades to understand what this contentment means. And it brings you into this realm where we should get freedom, and we appreciate our life and our journey. Without that, we're just wandering. And that's why you need a shepherd, because you become a wandering sheep. You're not a wandering sheep. This sheep is not going to be slayed by the wolf. It's just this sheep ain't got no home. It's a wandering sheep. Lost direction. And you can understand, you should try and understand why the wolf, them not attack it, you know. Because it don't make no noise. The noise finish. It don't make no noise anymore. It cannot smell anything like itself. And it's longing to see something like itself. So now it's trapped in fear. So it don't make no noise. It don't make no sound. It's just wandering. The legs are moving. The head is moving and the eyes are moving. It's searching. And there's a parable where God is saying, oh man, you should have looked after your flock. A virtuous man. A good man. Yes. So watch ye thy shepherd. Now you read there now that God is saying that this individual that I am saying to you is a shepherd was instructed by me. Huh? So watch ye thy shepherd. So that we learn to take care of one another. That's another conversation. See, you can just slip right down inside there and get really, you know. But yes, Yeshua. Yeshua is Christ. Was Christ. Isa alayhi salam was Christ. So, where does Jesus come from? And why this title, this name, Jesus, was used? And bearing in mind that you have Judah, and you have Jacob, that is now the cornerstone of everything in this earth. But Muslims are not helping the people them that has been trickified with Jacob. Someone who's filled the spot. So obviously there's something. Because if we break the Jacob down, then you ask yourself, how did we get there? And now we put Jesus to be broken down, then you think like, wow. And then you just take Judah, and break that down. It will cause social disturbances. Now the people them who controls so much literature outside of the Christian realm have not been helping the general population of the earth. One major group is the Muslims. Because Muslims would generally say that no Muslim is a Muslim if they not believe in Jesus. And we are asked, hold on, who tell you that? So we always take it that, you know, these Asian man, them just come across England now and them getting, you know, to learn English and everything. So allow them. But those people are reading, you know, 4 languages. And they're eloquent in Arabic also. So it's, you know, as we got older, we get to realize, yo, them people that make some serious mistake, you know. But you see, we just see ourselves as unqualified people to go pull this brother's cloak and say, wait, why do you make such statements? Where'd you get that? So we stand aside or walk away or get up and leave the auditorium because we're saying, wow, where them get that from? But then our teachers and others that came across from Africa and hear these type of things respond to many. And then we had a time period where you weren't hearing that anymore. They refrain. But before 9/11, it became prominent again. And it's back. It's very prominent in England, particularly London, and in the US. And it's not that there's these pretensive young people saying that they're scholars. It's become the norm. Because some of the elders, they're sitting on the same auditorium as these young ones and saying that and having all these dialogues with these Orientalists and Christian ministries. And they're also quoting the Quran. Now, the Quran speaks of Isa alayhi salam and the identity of this Jesus Christ in the biblical text. There's no similarities. There's none. Let me qualify the none really, you know. His mother, yes. There's a surah called Miriam in the Quran about her family, her growth, her aid, her education, etc. And then when she was sought after, and when she was with child, and what laws were instituted during that period, and then her travel, and then when she gave birth, and then when she returned to her family. So here we don't have no Joseph. You see what I mean? This guy, you see, Joseph. We don't have none of that. We don't have no Joseph. And we don't have no masculine relationship. And we just had concerned families as to what has happened to her. And the child that was in her arms when she returned to her families represented her. The child, newborn child, spoke. But when you tell a theological practitioner that, or them read it for themselves, them behave like not great astonishment, but it wasn't possible. But yet still, they accept that she had a miraculous birth, a miraculous conception. But now, for the child to speak and represent the mother, these mystic people dashed that out. They would not entertain it for 1 second. But I can recall myself, one of my grandmothers, having such a book that contains such a text. Yes, I tell you. So you always have to go back to the Inquisition and see that these people were dangerous because they wanted to unify everything. And anybody who were not touring that line, they weren't not just excommunicated. No. They were tortured and killed. So if you submit correctly, you are spared. But anything that you add that gave you those thoughts, and you could share that with other people, you had to declare them. So you had any form of documentation that gave you, that they deemed to giving you that thought, perception, you had to declare it, and they burnt those things. And in England and across Europe, but particularly England, them burned so much text, so much books. And these people that call themselves Christian, the people that turn around and say that them never burn nothing. But these are people that repute everything. And them have a right because for them country and for them culture and everything. But we are trying to work with their history. And then I like other people that don't look like them telling them about their behaviors and actions. Then we like to write their assumptions about other people. And that's where we say that we can read. And it's very important because, and it's not just read English and blah, blah. Read and qualify ourselves that we have researched their stuff. And we can counter their stuff with our stuff. It's not simple to read their literature and then have an argument about their literature or their historical references. A stupidness that again. And we're trying to look for brownie points to really be ordained in their group. I mean, I know that from school, from college, university, I'm not into that. I sell my soul when we do that. The one devastating thing that me and myself and my brethren then was told that Africans did not write. It's just oral exchanges that Africans had. And we hear them because we weren't deaf. But we never bought into none of that rubbish. The only thing is, we could not receive, we didn't know how to get any evidence. Because we are London, England. But we've traveled through the institutions and their libraries, and woof, voila. We stumble on certain things. And once we stumble on those things and we took documentation of who the authors are, who the researchers are, and so forth, and then research those people and try to find them. We came across other sources. And that was our adventure. Yes. So, the great word Emmanuel, that them say God with us and everything, want us to look at that. Then they have a thing called the rules of Israel. One have to discredit that. And then you have to ask yourself, why was this word Emmanuel used when the J came into play? Because this is when the J was interjected now. New terminologies and everything to validate this J, this Jesus, right? When I work with the picture yet, the photograph, no. You have to deal with the scripture, yeah? You understand? So, they also told people that it was prophesied It was prophesied. Now, a question needs to be asked, who prophesied this thing? And what they're saying is that the prophecy, what was prophesied was the wonderful counselor. See? So they wrapped that Yeshua title around Jesus Christ now. And said that this is the ruling of Israel. And then push the word Emmanuel inside there. And they claim that Judah is who who received the prophecy. So they have to ask themselves, who's Judah? And you should know that the forerunner of Yeshua is Yahya. Not Judah, whoever Judah is. And Judah also carried the banner, ruled by Israel, whatever that's supposed to mean, Emmanuel. But then Emmanuel was put on Jesus, which should be meaning God with us. Yeah. Then the writings start to go, behold, not how good and pleasant it is, that a virgin, because now the prophecy now is now being written now, when all these titles been explained to some degree, but the prophecy is now written that behold, a virgin will give birth to a child. But hear what? Every woman is a virgin. Am I saying virgin right? The pronunciation, I mean. Yeah, every woman. Until they're pregnated. Now, some could get one innings and fall pregnant. It's possible. Nature. Some doesn't happen. Nature. So this is the only form of fatality that is being really dealt with in the Bible, in the book. You see, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained childbirth in the Quran, it's the Creator that give you in-depth biological, scientific realization. Because He's the Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty. You understand? What is happening in the womb and, everything. Everything. I tell you. And the length of time and, oh yes, man. And these things that we grew to know in school in biology that look like tadpoles and, the whole thing. You understand? And these people that come with their thing now, it not work, so. So, what may I say from saying that? It's very difficult to find out where God features in explaining about His creation. Yeah, very, very difficult. You see? So when it comes to Al-Quran, there's a knockout punch right there, one punch. It's not like a competition, but where they start about what is genuine. But Yeshua, is the title. How did Yeshua from Amharic, from Hebrew, become Jesus Christ in the 17th century? How did the J enter from God Almighty? Yes. So these European people, them, that got this thing that them finish up calling the Bible, not the Torah. Despite saying the Greek this and that, where did they get it? Where is what they got? Maybe they're a discontented people, and we believe that they're totally discontented, and them just wrap up other things that other people had, along with the thing that them created for themselves, and then merge them together. But why did we come up with such a thinking? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala charges humans on this earth for doing that. He said that there were many nations that were responsible for doing such things. That's why we repute this thing about Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. And black people are leading and have been led and mysticized by these Caucasians, those verses, and they lap it up like it is food, oxygen, and water. And it's just discrediting you. So then the question is, did God dislike black people? And then not only that, what is it that black people, African people did that God exclude them from the scheme of things? What is it that Africans did that was so atrocious that God cursed them? And the worst thing is them show that God cursed we, and that's why we have this pigmentation. But then if we're the first of the human family, whatever pigmentation them give we, he was well pleased with. So we are following a narrative that doesn't make sense. And the only way it makes sense is that the people who are telling us this is saying that you were white before, or you were some other color before. And what you finish up looking like now is a cursed pigmentation. But you see, we are well blessed. And furthermore, them say that they are made in the image and likeness of God. And we evolve out of beasts, animals. And the American Constitution gratifies that. It took them a long time, but a lot of them don't really want to stick with that reference point right there. Because them it's not speaking of African people. African people is not full human. It's still in their constitution. And Britain haven't changed Darwin concept. And those people who did gentrification, it's still in their concept. And that's why you have this racism, discrimination against us. No matter which part of the world we did it, that treatment is there. And those same people turn around and says that Jesus is love, and them love Jesus and all these things. Now, from that, you know, so that them not talking about Yeshua. How can they resent me, and then say them love me. You understand? Or better still, how can they resent my father, which is me, and then turn around and say that them love, or them resent me, but them say them love my father? Yeah, that's the better way. How can they racially abuse me, but yet still then love my father? Because Yeshua is African. It's very important. It shouldn't change anything for us unless we weren't too sure about ourselves. But Yeshua is African. Yeshua is not Mediterranean. Yeshua is not European. And the bulk, some of these people, is not Europeans. Let that be understood very, very clearly. And it has nothing to do with racial prejudice or racial discrimination. A sort of thing evolve. No, every man have to find him place. And know him fig tree. Not him cherry tree, know him fig tree. Every man, what's that? Every nation and tribe must know themselves. Because if you don't, you're lost. And you'll be ever lost. So no matter who come in years to come, since you're being lost, that's what you leave. That's what your ancestors, that's what your grandchildren and so forth, that's what they will hold on to. So who is it benefiting for us to be lost? The people them who oppress us. Are they found? No, they live in an illusion. They're never contented. Check them out carefully. They're not contented. They have no qualms in killing people. They have no qualms in creating wars. Because they want to be seen as gods, leaders. And at this stage, they're disregarding God. What type of people gonna make viruses, germ warfare, and everything? Let alone all these different bombs and everything. They don't invest in preserving life. They invest on changing life and getting rid of life. So, question is now, how is this Jesus love? And the only reason I'm putting that there is they say that they're followers of Jesus. So who is this Jesus? And what is this love they're speaking of? And when we get wrapped up in all that something there, it's very difficult to become rational outside of that, thinking that you have something. And that's the danger of us, because we're always going into their thing, trying to understand and break it down and listen. And the only reason I can do this, and I'm doing what I'm doing, because I've read, I rewrite, and I put the thing in front of my face. I put it in front of my face. I'm going to just look at it and pick out points out of it and just go so. Now, for me to do that, that means I had an interest in that. And I'm not authentic because I don't know. I wasn't there. I just take from over there, sir, and over here, sir, and make it fit to my thinking because I've read what they have put out. And I extract. I don't add nothing into it. I just extract verses. I extract sentences and paragraphs and just say, whoa, where them get that from? And so me do it. A lot of the things that I do, I was taught to do that in English literature. And I still find it very, very useful for me. I don't know about somebody else. To me, it's useful. But is it taking me to heaven? Is it taking... It's just useful. I just wish that my mother, as she would say, had enough time, because she kept saying, I'm too old now to change. And I'm saying, what do you mean by old to change? No, stop that. And that used to mess me up, because I'm thinking like, why? Nah. And what mommy was really saying is, to be right, you have to, not saying that I understand that's right, but you have to live the right. And she's saying the changes and the things that I need to be doing and so forth. And at some point I realized that. And I used to cry, because it's a journey. And that's what I told the Imam, the brother who used to be navigating us. I'm thinking like, wow. I'm at Bibles, I'm at dissect this thing with this Quran and so forth. Me give the man, listen, me send him to Jupiter and bring him back to Earth, man. And when him not say something to me, me just send him up to the moon. Yeah, with my arguments. But the thing is that Mommy just said, if I'm to be just, I would have to pray like you all, learn, and fulfill the thing sincerely. And that's true. But God don't put those demands. But being her son and listening to her, I had the same feeling. I had the same feeling. And I put all these books and I checked them all out, dissect them, and I found titles, references in relation to an Abraham, a Moses, a Dawood in the Quran. And I said, wait, these people are copy the thing. And the only reason I was saying that after a couple of years is because that Quran, I'm reading it in English. But having the names, their attributes were different. So knowing a David, different attributes. Knowing a Solomon, different attributes. A Moses, different attributes. Are different duties, different responsibilities. Now, after a year, nearly 2, that became intriguing. Now it was to cross-reference these things with the top teachers of the Islamic persuasion. And I couldn't believe that they were so intelligent and they had a great command of English grammar. Now that was amazing. It was amazing. So I used to say that you guys are tricksters. Yeah. Where I come from, you understand? How did England let one in here and when I chat these things? See? Okay. So, people, Yeshua. Search for Yeshua. You're not too old. Right? Don't say that you follow the Israelite, this and that and that and that in America. Just look. Don't bother Google nothing. Just look for Yeshua. You know? Now the people them open up now. You can go into the library, man. Just go down to King's Cross there and go to the British Library. Yeah, you know what I mean? And look for Yeshua and don't look for these modern scholars that take Yeshua and put Jesus next to it, and what you're really getting is their perception of this Jesus that they want to build, and they've been selling all this time. Look for Yeshua, look for his origin of Yeshua, where him derived from, where the name come from, and everything. You understand? Who was his teacher? And then you find him, no, I'm not earthly teacher. Who baptized him? How was he christened? And everything. And then you find a name linked to him. You should find a name linked to him. If it's authentic, historical references, it would say that it is Yahya, right? Yahya. You understand? That christen him, baptize him. See it? Okay. And then, right, who tend to his mother? Who was his mother? What was her journey? Who took care of her? You understand? Yes. Who was her supervisor and everything? You see? Yes. So if you don't know that, which you wouldn't, because they don't have that, then you will now realize and appreciate the history of Mary. Right? And you'll find a name associated with her called Zachariah. So when you look for now Yahya and Yeshua, Zachariah and Mary, oh gosh, man, you think like, wow, what's happening here? You understand? Okay. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us. All right. More music. Rasta Chesney, move it!
Inna the road, I hold that down there, inna the road.
Hey, I know some people vexing now. Why man don't leave this thing alone? There's nothing to leave alone, man. There's too much of we walk around with crosses all about it. Even Rasta and everything. What wrong with you now? When I find it very difficult at this time of life to read something, question something, and validate yourself correctly with Africa. Come on, man. Seriously, ancestrines. Inna the road.
Inna the road, I hold that down there, inna the road. Them ignorant and dark, I walk with your long gun and sword, right? And go dead inna the road, why? The government cannot afford. Be a devil strategy plan out on board. Some of them are walking time bomb ready to explode. Look out for them. Be a love them a shame. Them are walking dead.
I want his family dead.
I don't know when it will stop, I don't know. At the pace that they're going. Every day man I go down in a hole. Every day woman I go down in a hole. Say they never know a soul mankind so cool. Anytime you go that way they make sure you look out for them. Be about them a shame. Them a walking dead. Be about them a shame.
Chesedek, Rasta Chesedek.
Blood around like river. We got him blind.
Far right Chesedek.
For being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Innocent people pay the ultimate crime.
Him the Counselor of Peace, you know. Chesedek. Yeah, joke, man. Serious thing.
Don't say that I would give the love away. I wouldn't do that. You and not, Rasta love is here to stay. I wouldn't do that. You and not give the love away. I couldn't do that. You and not, Rasta love is here to stay. Every time I see your face, girl, I just wanna get you in my place. I just can't get enough of you, no.
Rasta love.
Letting you go is something I just can't do. Like I tell you, this love will always be forever. Oh, yeah, yeah. Didn't I tell you that you're my special little treasure? I couldn't do that. You were what? Now give the love away. I couldn't do that. You were not this love.
I know something now. You have some people out there now. They will call me a troublemaker. Them Askanaki, because it goes against the grain and it goes against what they try to project. You see? Oh. You understand? Simple things. Simple things, you know. Okay. You understand? Because they want them wrap up thing belong to we and claim it. And claim it. And then they want to charge you for being Semitic. Oh, gosh, man. You understand? Troublemaker. Watch me.
I just can't live amongst the Eden. Not a good place to grow Rasta children. Yeah, cussing.
Is it? Pull up. Yeah. A troublemaker.
I just can't live amongst the Eden. Not a good place to grow Rasta children. Peer cussing and peer contention. Peer fight and peer confusion. Everything Rasta do it is a problem. Every move Rasta make it is a problem. They just don't want to see me survive. Them a trouble temptation. Them a trouble temptation. Troublemaker. Them cause me big grief. Coming at me yard with a big stampede. Bring all police, fi come charge me fi weed. Tell a bag a lie and the whole world believe. Every little thing when me have them need. To them full of envy and them full of greed. Them just know how we live. You know see say them a Babylon. Them a trouble temptation. Them a trouble temptation. Troublemaker. Temptation. Them a trouble temptation.
I must know the first Al-Quds, the first Jerusalem, they are Abyssinian. Know that, understand that, search it, find it. You understand? Testify inside your heart and soul and mind and body. You understand? First Jerusalem, they are Abyssinia. Think we are joke with people? Cuss him!
That's just the way it goes.
I saw it stay, man. You understand?
That's just the way it goes. She keep pushing that way she knows. Passed her by the wayside, out there on the hustling. Her eyes seem to be healed, but her mind is somewhere else. Hoping for that helping hand to lift her from that sinking sand. working all her days, working for a minimum wage. She a struggle, she struggle, she struggle. Why? Boy, she a way maker. She struggle, she.
Yes. On Sunday, we have a radio station called TrustMeRadio.com. On Sunday, 6 o'clock, a special remembrance of Winston from Sir Mafia Sound. Winston from Mafia Sound, Castro Brown them Sound, and Winston and Junior and the other man them were the new generation that Castro gave sound to. And Winston was one wonderful selector. I totally respect him. And I totally respect Mafias, because Mafias helped me, helped the Islington 18, helped a whole heap of people in Islington. Could you imagine? And the people them from Islington, you know, never bust a sweat to help them families. But Mafias, Winston and Junior, them come at Islington and help me set up the Islington 18 defense and raise money to pay the rent at the place that I hire, to get solicitors and all these people to look into this thing and develop a case that we finish up a Old Bailey, and we're very, very victorious with the truth. So on the 27th of June, it's 27th, this Sunday, you have Papa Nigel and Ricky Ranks and Nasty Rockers and Sir Mafias and TrustMeRadio.com. Big things. One of them week them are coming with the man them. Really, because Winston, beautiful selector, man. Yeah. Beautiful selector. I tell you, me like for him selection. Like how him go on. Yeah, beautiful spirit too. You understand? Yeah, man. Winston. So, Junior, Trust Me Radio. Every week them come on, you know, Trust Me Radio. So, I saw it go. So I had to do that because the Monday, love the Monday.
Really and Julie, you know, baby, you know, baby. First time I saw you, girl, you want to hug and kiss me all night long, all night long. The first time I saw you, girl, you want to give me your love all night long, all night long. Ease up, baby, ease up. You're screaming out too loud. Ease up, baby, ease up. You're holding me too tight. Remember, next door neighbor, they can hear you when you scream out for more love. Ease up, baby, ease up. You're holding me too tight. Ease up, baby, ease up. You're screaming out too loud. Really and truly, Julie, you know, baby. Really and truly.
Yo, it's Saturday, the Drive Time Show. Yes, Saturday, the Drive Time Show. You understand? Me read it wrong. Saturday, Drive Time Show, 6 o'clock. Yeah? Trust me. TrustMeRadio.com. 6 o'clock. 6, yeah, man, 6 o'clock. Yeah, this Saturday. Don't forget.
Julie,
Sir Mafios.
The first time I saw you, girl, you want to give me love.
Read him up.
Yes, a brethren just tell me, say, we must ask the people them for subscribe, you know. Come on, subscribe, just click the bell, whatever it is, man. Cha.
Rastaman smoke the chronic every day. We burn the fire, Rastaman and play. Oh yeah, we keep it clean, block the legion moon. When we advertise it, represent it all day. Oh yeah, I smoke the herb every day. We burn the fire, Rastaman and we not play. Oh yeah, we keep it clean, block the legion moon. We advertise it, represent it all day. Oh yeah.
Try to move me out of my way. And marijuana, we not care. Play reggae music all day. Let all the bad vibes dash away. Bend the knee, good triumph over evil. Them sell we trying to break our egos. When I fake with it, go with reggae heroes. I never leaves, it make me fly like eagles. What you know about me, queen of the empire? I smoke it back in my like sense and mania. From the east to the west to the whole of Africa. Inhale me ganja, make me fly sky high. Bend me ganja, smell it from afar. It's a healing from Mother Nature. We promote it from the Most High Jah. We promote it from the Most High Jah.
Rastaman smoke the chronic every day. We burn the fire, Rastaman and play. Oh yeah, we keep it clean, block the legion moon. When we advertise it, represent it all day. Oh yes, I smoke the herb every day. We burn the fire, Rastaman and we not play.
Every day I give praise to the Most High. Watch over, watch over.
One lieutenant try your bad. You where you get it from? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Marijuana me like marijuana me love. You again. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Marijuana me like marijuana me love. Herbs in, herbs out. Sickly high grade when me packing on me hose. Red again. Herbs in, herbs out. Me can just be far when me dashing on me boat. Red again. Herbs in, herbs out. Sickly high grade when me packing on me hose. Well again. Herbs in, herbs out. Me can just be far when me dashing on me boat. Them a grades of his smoke, make me fly like plane, make me sail like boat. Catch a California with a weed passport. Them me touch the stage show, me go sing a ras note. Back a 10 pound, put it in a transport. Boy, anywhere me go, me herb off the transport. Love him marijuana, make me see your hands go up. In a hands Rasta and me get the best of Europe.
Every day I give praise to the Most High. Watch over, watch over.
You don't know big one what Australia, you don't know what about Seven Crow. Select a team, just run them, make we kill the mouse and burn them mighty in the judgment yard, you know? Underground you burning, okay. Underground the fire keep on blazing, okay. Underground you mash them down, you can't lose. Deal with sound rust because I prove them sound approve. Underground you kill, jump on, you can't lose, can't lose. Tell them you not lose. Select a team.
Every day I give praise to the Most High. Watch over I. King Selassie I. Abba.
Yeah, I mean I say make your medicine be a food. Selassie. Yeah, I mean I say make your medicine be a food. And let your food be a medicine. Don't use your teeth to get grave food where you eat. You must eat to live and don't live to eat. Want some food with life? Yes, me want some food with spice. And me want some food with nice. Food from the earth, nothing with genetically modified. I just do it beetroot and carrot. Some fresh vegetable me a yucking on me at. A hot sipper sipping on my broad calabash. Cool I made with all some sour splash. Saucy perilla and spirulina me use to fix me back. Cashew and flaxseed blend up with the commas. Them ya kind of food that keep the rust up on track. Strictly veggie stew up with coconut. Meal porridge just a boil. Can't cook it out coconut oil. Half it honey and make fashion. And cook the food with style. Kombucha and roots wine. pH balance and alkaline. Them food are rich with life. Them full of enough enzymes cause nothing nice like my idol stew. Fresh vegetable, a bungle of callaloo. A bunch of pak choy and some well-ripe fruits. Avocados and french fried mushrooms. Hey,
nothing. Go and black chat, watch with the flex.
Well, Emmanuel I Selassie I jump. Rastafari, this is life of life. Ho, ho, ho. Rastafari.
Where I say, black chat now gone front page, front room. See, you see we there, we still a flex up this. Yes, front room, black chat, call front room now.
Well, Emmanuel I Selassie I jump. Rastafari, this is life of life. Ho, ho, ho. Rastafari soldiers all over the world. Hear me now?
Holistic, clean
territory. The guns and the bomb, them not necessary. Selassie at the head of the military. Man a Selassie I soldier, dignitary. Rasta territory. The guns and the bomb, them not necessary. Man a yelly man.
Saying all them people them invest in pure criminality, destruction. Listen.
Ready. Yeah. Rastafari ever living. Rasta man now go giving. Bunny dirty lifestyle a living. Them finna. Rasta man now go giving. Babylon in a people business, them a digging. Digging too deep like them want to living. Quran them bridging. Life, sure. Hearts are fi clean, and that me know. Real as it seems, and that me know. Fresh like the stream, and that me know. Well, and that me know. Hearts are fi clean, and that me know. More solidarity, and that me know. Love for humanity, and that me know. Well, and that me know. Save Ahijah from all this pestilence. With his excellence, yo, preserve Ahijah. Word from the testaments, with intelligence, yo. Save Ahijah from this pestilence, with his excellence, yo. Save Ahijah. Words from the testament, Well, Babylon for social distance is the truth. Them really want to divide us. Some men tell they get to you, say open up on our eyes up. Right, I know, but I tell they get to you, say they did them for.
Yes, man.
Don't tell me that. You believe what they're saying. No, don't tell me that. They led you astray. No, don't tell me that. You believe what they're saying. No, don't tell me that. They led you astray. Get to you, listen, get to you. Forward we have to move, not do the things that we used to do. Get to use certain things, not offer use. Don't turn your life in a drug abuse. Street.
Yes, when you're there with Yahshua now, you're going against the norm, you know, so don't expect it to be a easy ride, because some people just dispute you and try to make it seem that you're insignificant or something of its nature. Don't worry about that. Just don't go to impress anyone. Just do the search, and all is well. I saw me see it. You understand? But if you try to impress people, you're going to come up short with a whole heap of people and jump on you now and feel so that you're going crazy, you're mad, or something of this nature. You understand? So it's better not to this go that level where you finish up in a tension. But you know, you're going to know that nobody not going to really to take into you, because you deal with something that them not see. You know? And they don't want to see. You understand? Right? It's difficult. Very difficult. If you work with other people, if you work with yourself, it's not difficult. You understand? But if you want to impress people, it's going to be difficult. So don't bother try to impress nobody. Just look up for Yahshua and, you know, and just try to find out the liberty of Yahshua and so on. And from there, you want to find the Injil. You understand? That was his mission. The Injil means his mission. You understand? And then you find his mission and see if it resonates to you. Simple. You understand? But you will not find in there that you find that Yahshua is being caught and Yahshua was crucified and Yahshua risen after 3 days. No. Coming. Yes, Acne people, we get the news what here that Roddy Ranks pass out. You know what I mean? I mean, Roddy Ranks from Black Slate. You know, Roddy Ranks from Phoebe's. And, yeah, Phoebe's. And around Friday Club with Lord Intruder and them Sunday, you know. So, yes, another man, Roddy.
Son, stay away from the wrong passing.
So people, a lot of people, I see the thing sent to me now, and they say nothing about Black Slate, you know. You understand? And a Black Slate, a musician, not just a sound man, a musician, Roddy Harris. Yeah.
Son, stay away from the wrong passing. Please stay away, don't go there, son. You have the bad man passing. You have the good man passing. You have the Rasta man passing. You have the roots man passing. Which one will you pick, son?
All of Arcola Street, everywhere, all the hotness supposed to rise to him, you know.
Understand me, no man. I mean, name is a strong. Bang diddly dang, bang diddly dang. Let's write a song. Let's write a song that brings us together. Let's write a song for a brand new start. A brand new start. I think the world could use a makeover. Really could use a change of heart.
May I tell you, the whole of Acne supposed to rise to him. Serious thing.
Let us stick together like stamp on a letter. Let us stay together no matter the weather. Hey, so genuine, that's what you are. Hey, na 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 na.
People, you know, I say when excitement did come out, you know what I mean, in the dance hall, even though I say it caused a lot of confusion. I mean, him a draw a gun in a fire shot. Boom! Yeah. And the match get set. Bibo! Bobo! Yeah. Sanjanum Road, Arcola Street. What you say, man? Liquid Passy. Special request to him family and all them brethren them about the place. Settle nasty, Ayoto. Hold it. Riding west. Yeah, that man there was the vibes builder for Unity Sound. Yeah, man. Anybody want to dispute that, means say you have bad feelings. Yeah. The vibes builder for Unity Sound. Yeah, Roddy. Yeah, the vibes builder.
Send down a Babylon to want the nation. Tell them about your love. Tell them about your love. Dreadlock send down a Babylon to want the nation. Tell them about your word. Your love searching, it stands pure and free to rally round.
From the first night, the man them launched themselves in a St. Oliver Hall, they saw a manor house. Roddy, Charjan, and Demon Rockers. And the vibes builder, man. Yeah. That song they could not play without him. Go on. Phoebe's, Aris, Lance.
Fittest of the fittest, the fittest of the fittest, the fittest of the fittest. If you are wicked man, you cannot enter the kingdom of Zion. Oh no. If you are evil woman, you cannot enter the promised land of Ethiopia. Oh no, better call on to Jaja. I and I, Father, Sila, I'm locked. Oh yeah. Just say not one of his children shall go down in the walls of Jericho. Let Jah arise and let his enemy be scattered away. So if you are wicked man, you cannot enter the kingdom of Zion. Oh no. If you are evil woman, you cannot enter the promised land of Ethiopia. Better call on to Jaja. Oh yeah. I and I, Father. Oh yeah, I'm locked. Yes. It's up to see this. Yes. It's up to see this. Oh, good and no pleasant it is for I and I to dwell together. Oh yes, in the light of Jaja. Oh yes, let us live as one brother and sister. If you are wicked man, you cannot enter the kingdom of Zion. Oh no. If you are evil woman, you cannot enter the promised land of Ethiopia. Better call on to Jaja right now. I and I, Father. Sila, I'm locked. Oh yeah. Just say not one of his children shall go down in the walls of Jericho. I'm telling you. Let Jah arise and let his enemy be scattered away. Oh yes. So if you are wicked man, you cannot enter the kingdom of Zion. Oh no, no, no. If you are evil woman, you cannot enter the promised land of Ethiopia. Better call on to Jaja. Oh yeah, I and I, Father. Sila, I'm locked. Oh yeah, better call on to Jaja. You better call on to Jaja. You better
Yes, man. I tell you. Them times there, you know? Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. You got to stand for something, or you fall for everything. Hey, see, say when me I say, but no one for you. When me I say, but me I say it 'cause it have to say. Yeah, say when me I say, but no one for you. When me I say, but me I say it 'cause it have to say. See, I'd have to cry for them to feel me. Yes, things that I have seen, I know it grieves me. No, no, it's playing on the radio, can't believe it. No, and it no make no sense. You try to beep it. Yes, all on social media, be a follower and a very few leader. Little juvenile, them a box down teacher. All me granny posting her personal life every day. Things where people do forget likes. Blagger them a send link for you subscribe. Propaganda sells so the media tell lies. It's like nothing we could not publicize. But man I say when me I say because me have to say when me I say but no one for hear when me I say. Hey, say when me I say but no one for hear when me I say but me I say it 'cause it have to say. Yeah, say when me I say no one for hear when me I say but me I say it 'cause it have to say. Say when me I say but no one for hear when me I say but me I say it 'cause it have to say. It's a disgrace, the black place I bleach them face and the juvenile them not keep them pants by them waist. Sit down pan corner and screw with a bag of tattoo and nothing to do. Lord, governmental system fracture. Security minister them don't got no answer. Now the crime rate is on the rise. Tell me how the hell will the people survive? Tell me artists when nobody give the people them what they want. No, give them music with substance, that's what they need. Whoa, but man I say when me I say because me have to say when me I say, but of the one for you when me I say. Say when me I say, but of the one for you when me I say, but me I say it as it have to say. Yeah, say when me I say, of the one for you when me I say, but me I say it as it have to say. Say when me I say, but of the one for you when me I say, but me I say it as it have to say. See, I'd have to cry for them to feel me. Yes, things that I have seen, I know it grieves me. No, no, it's playing on the radio, can't believe it. No, and it no make no sense. You try to beep it. Yes, all by social media. Be a follower and a very few leader. Little juvenile, them a box down teacher. And me granny posting her personal life every day. Things where people do forget likes. Blagger them a send link for you subscribe. Propaganda sells so the media tell lies. It's like nothing we could not publicize. But man I say when me I say because me have to say when me I say but of the one for you when me I say. Say when me I say but of the one for you when me I say but me I say it as it have to say. Yeah, say when me I say, no one for you when me I say, but me I say it cause it have to say. Say when me I say, but no one for you when me I say, but me I say it cause it have to say. Yes, 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 you got to stand for something, or you fall for everything.
Oh, whoa. If you know not love, you know not God, cause God is love. Ooh-wee. They say that time is longer than rope. While believing in this, you know I have hope. I know we'll succeed, giving what the other needs. Let's get together and eliminate greed. Let's all spread the love, the love, the love. Let's all spread the love, the love. Show someone a smiling face. Love can save the human race. I mean that. Let's all spread the love, the love, the love. Let's all spread the love. Actions really speak louder than words. Let your love go, let it fly like the birds. How can I know what you feel for me? When your feelings you keep so secretly. Let's all spread the love, the love, the love. Let's all spread the love. Show someone a smiling face. Smiling face. Love can save the human race. I know that. Let's all spread the love, the love, the love. Let's all spread the love. It's nothing at all when you keep it to yourself. Your man next to dead if not shared with someone else. Give into your heart, don't feel affection. A time is gonna come when you'll need someone to lean on. Hey, let's all spread the love, the love, the love. Let's all spread the love. Let's all spread the love. I mean it. Show someone a smiling face. Smiling face. Love can save the human race. I mean that. Let's all spread the love. The love. Ooh, yeah.
can really make a change. Yeah. Love can make a difference. Give a little love. East, west, north, and south. Spread a little love. That's what life is all about. Give a little love. East, west, north, and south. Spread a little love. That's what life is all about. Maybe you are downhearted, you feeling sad and blue. Your loved one may have departed, and you don't know what to do. And you may think it's the end of your life, but tomorrow just sun will shine. Got to be positive in mind. Yeah, give a little love. East, west, north, and south. Spread a little love. That's what life is all about. Keep a little love. East, west, north, and south. Spread a little love. That's what life is all about. And if you think that the world is on your shoulder, and you are succumbing to the pressure, there might be someone out there waiting, and soon you will discover Jah will send someone with the answer. So give a little love. East, west, north, and south. Spread a little love. That's what life is all about. Give a little love. East, west, north, and south. Spread a little love. That's what life is all about. Sometimes you give all the love you've got, and you don't get it back. But don't let that stop you from being the person you wanna be. Jah created you as a human being, with love without everything. So give a little love. East, west, north, and south. Spread a little love. That's what life is all about. Give a little love. East, west, north, and south. Spread a little love. That's what life is all about. Don't you ever give up. Keep on trying. And you know, in the end you're bound to win. 'Cause life is not for those who weak at heart, but it's for those who can endure it to the end. The race is not for the swift, now the battle for the strong.
I wait all night long for your loving, boy, yo, boy, yo. She gone, she gone, she gone with her new lover. She gone, she gone, she gone, she gone with her new boyfriend. I wait all night long for your sweet loving. I wait all night long for your sweet kissing. Nobody know where you are. Nobody know where she gone. She gone, she gone, she gone. She gone with her new lover. She gone, she gone, she gone. She gone with her new boyfriend. Nobody know where you are. Nobody know where she gone. She gone, she gone, she gone. Boy, yo, yo, yo. You let me down this time. You gone with her new lover. You like. She gone, she gone, she gone. She gone with her new lover. She gone, she gone, she gone. She gone with her new boyfriend. Nobody
for your sweet loving. You let me down, baby. Boy, yo. She gone, she gone, she gone. She gone with her new boyfriend. She gone, she gone, she gone. She gone with her new lover. Boy, yo. We lay you too late. You gone, baby. You gone with your lover, man. You let me down this time. Boy, yo.
Yes, she gone for real, you know. I tell you.
east to the west. Seek Jah, Rastafari, with righteousness. Jah, liberty, Selah, Java.
Guidance. Augustus Pablo.
fear for Jah. Rastafari is always here. Sealer.
Yes, so we are going again. We're gone. All this gone. Guidance. That's the word. Yeah, man. Friday Club. Aris. Richmond Road. Listen.
I just a dread out there. I just a dread out there. So forward of yourself. All the dreadlock monger I. Oh, Jah. I just a dread out there. Oh, Jah. I just a dread out there.
Yes. Them tune in, them tune in. Yeah, we want to give one more and gone, you know. Yeah. Still happening. No. Alma Malawi, let me say, hold on.
Ja, ja, ja. Ja, ja, ja. Oh, Rasta. It is a lonely day, a lonely walk I take, just for a break away. Observation
go and pray for your guidance along the way. Although it's a lonely walk I take,
no matter how we approach life, that's what happens to us. It's a lonely walk that we all have to take. And it's a reality that will check us. It's a reality check us in, and it's a reality that checks us out. So in between is how we perceive life and how we cherish life. And in that, we ask ourselves, have we passed our examination? See, have we passed our examination? Did we attempt not to study? Did we attempt to sit our examination? Because that is between the Creator, the giver of life, in this earth. So watch the life. And go to earth, some place that we can come and perform, but Him give it life. So we exist in that space. Then it's about what we do in that space. How we cherish those who accompany us in that space. How them cherish us, or we cherish them, vice versa. And we exist in that space. Some of us reach an age where we're like a child again. We need assistance. But sometimes we don't think about it. And then it come and slap we. So it's our duty to teach our children the pleasures of life, so that that which we have been through, them can appreciate and understand. It's an experience gain. Time, a lesson learned. So if we take it for granted, then we're not helping the next generation, and neither are we helping ourselves. You know, so whatever we get, definitely we have to take. But did we enjoy life? That's the question. Did we really enjoy life? Did we really appreciate life? It's when we're sick, you know, that we become worried. We want life, we want everything possible to get well. Natural. Natural. So, let's love it. Guidance.
He gave us eyes to see how beautiful
Guidance.